Let's now talk about a very new industry in the mainstream media and has been taking some headlines in your local newspaper with a very good chance, and that's the environmental industry. Finally, the world has realized that we need to take care of our environment, that we need to take care of the nature that surrounds us, and if we're going to profit from it, we should do it in a very sustainable way. So that's a good news. We have finally realized that as the human race, we have the responsibility to take care of the environment and do some responsible profiting from it. So let's find out how can drones help us to improve the procedures in this industry, and also how can we upgrade and we can enhance all these methodologies. For example, we can use it for environmental monitoring, redumping purposes, ice flow monitoring, wildlife counts, marine biology, and land cover mapping. So let's work a little bit on this type of things. You wouldn't believe how many times I've been called to make some environmental assessments of some dumping sites, because as you know, drones can be used for surveying and estimating volume and making some volume calculations in construction site. But in dumping sites, there's also the necessity and the problem of estimating how much volume of garbage it's being disposed in these sites. So with drones, you can have a general view of how you're creating a 3D model of the dumping site. You can create a 3D model and estimate the amount of garbage that is being disposed here. Also, you can have, with a series of footages, create some sort of monitoring and some progress in that time frame of that particular site. And you wouldn't believe that's a very required service, and because of the nature of that service, not many companies can offer them. And basically, if you have a 3D surveying company, you might get this type of clients, or maybe you can assist to your local dumping site and offer this one. I know it's not that glamorous, but I think the possibilities of success are quite enormous. You can also monitor ice flow as you monitor vegetation. You can also monitor where is the ice flowing for environmental purposes, maybe to work with a non-profit society if you want to do it for a good cause, or maybe you can offer your service to a government agency that's related to the environment. You can also perform wildlife counts as you did in agriculture with livestock. You can also do it for counting the wildlife, and you can apply the same procedure. You can run some thermal analysis and know whether they are alive, they're dead, they're birthing, and you can classify that wildlife by species also. You can also have some land cover mapping. As you know, drones are perfect tools to land cover and to run some marine biology surveys, because you can monitor marine biology as long as they're visible from an aerial shot, and based on these patterns that you find, you always need the assistance of a marine biologist. You can have some conclusions and make some decisions about the status of the wildlife, the marine wildlife in that particular area. So as you know, these environmental uses as well, they might be limited, but you can monitor everything that is related to the environment. Not only these ones I've stated, you can also monitor many different species and particular species of wildlife. You can also create models of the ice melting in some parts of the world, and you can use the land cover mapping as an useful information for your local government to make some decisions. And basically, this one is a very interesting way of profiting from drones. As I said, it's not that common to have a company that offers this service, but the environmental uses of of drone surveying are getting higher and higher, which is with the passing years, and it is very wise of us to take advantage of it and try to apply our best methodologies and our best practices to improve these environmental related issues. So if you can think of another way or another ways to improve your earnings through the drones in the environmental industry, please let me know.